Hey, what's up you guys, it's MCLegoboy here with 75087 Anakin's Custom Jedi Starfighter. 370 pieces of LEGO Star Wars 2003 Clone Wars awesomeness. So, yeah, after 12 years, we finally get a version of Anakin Starfighter that is from the original show. Now, granted, it's probably not really from the original show. It's probably from some comic or something like that. But let it be known that it was first seen in the 2003 Genndy Tartakovsky Clone Wars TV show. And that I still say that that was one awesome series. I still like to consider it canon, even though Lucasfilm will deny it and say that it's part of the Legends universe and stuff like that. I don't care. Like, this is childhood, alright? Like, it's so awesome. So, yeah. I mean, like, even the version of Asajj Ventress looks very similar to the version that we got from that TV show. So, yeah. Now all we need is her version of the fanship that wasn't in the beginning of that Night Sisters arc, because that version was terrible. Like, we need total, ambiguity as to which direction the ship is and stuff like that. But, you know, maybe not. Probably not, because we're getting a version of her here, so we're probably not going to see that, but still, like, very cool. Get out of here, Fuzz. But yeah, I mean, just kind of showing some stuff. Also, R4 isn't supposed to have a full body, but, you know. I mean, like, they're even just calling him an astromech droid. It's R4, alright? Don't lie to me. It's R4. So, yeah. It's not R4P44, because that one's green, and it's not R4P17, because that's Obi-Wan's droid. It's just R4. But yeah, we'll see how cool and how well adapted that version of the Starfighter is in LEGO form. So let's get on with the review. So first off, we get 3 numbered bags. We've got folded instructions, which is annoying, and slightly folded, not folded, but, you know, kind of rolled up stickers, which is not good, because that means that they don't want to fit properly. But one thing that I just kind of wanted to point out, whoa, this is one of the side panels of Anakin's Pod Racer from 1999. That is very, very similar to the same type of a thing. So I think that's cool, that there's kind of like an Anakin's symbol or something like that. It's really cool. But one thing that does sadden my heart, you can tell that the fanship is based off of the one that came from the Night Sisters arc. My heart is so filled with sadness, I cannot explain.
Depressing, despondent, woeful, other synonyms for sad.
I was really, really hoping for it to be, like, just completely ambiguous. Like, you wouldn't be able to tell which direction was up or down. Like, if it was flying sideways, if that's how it flew, or if it was flying vertically. I would just, come on, man, horizontal, vertical. We're not supposed to know, but no. Oh well. But, yeah, and again, sadly, stickers, like, seriously, Republic COD sticker, like, come on, not cool. So, hopefully, well, actually, I do know I have some extras that I bought specifically for the ones that have stickers, but I don't know, I might not worry about it if I can get that sticker on fairly decently, or well, or whatever, I don't know. Whatever, let's build the set. So here we are with the final model. The Azure Angel is the official name of this ship, and dude, I am so happy that we finally have it. I wish it kind of would have come out in 2003, but at the same time, I don't think we would have gotten as cool of a model, and part of me wants to actually, like, make a mock of this as it would have been back in 2003, just to, you know, see what I can come up with as to what it would have looked like. Because I know that people have actually made their own mocks where they've, like, painted the stripes on there and everything like that, but, you know, that's not my, it's not what I do, but still. But yeah, like, I'm just really happy that we finally have it. Kind of looking at images of it from the original show, I mean, obviously, it's a little different. I mean, that thing was definitely not there. I don't even think there was actually a Republic symbol on it, too. These were actually more kind of like spinning turbines and stuff like that. Not whatever these are. But I'm getting ahead of myself. We should actually go over minifigures, and I'm going to go over them in... What order should I go in? Because, I mean, like... whatever, I'll just start with the droid first. So, like, really weird. Asajj comes in bag 1, droid comes in... R4 comes in bag 2, and Anakin comes in bag 3. Very weird, I must say. But just kind of slowly bring that into focus, maybe. There we go. So yeah, there you go. That's R4. Print on the head is not it's not on center, because like if I oh no, come on. Because I mean, like if I were to spin this around, you can kind of tell, like, how uneven that is. It doesn't really bother me, but at the same time, it really does, because it's like, come on. But, oh well. But, yeah, R4. So we're going to just take R4, we're going to stick them right there. Next figure we're going to go over, I'm going to go over Anakin. He's my second favorite out of them. I've kind of got him in my, like, Darth Vader Anakin pose, like, always kind of being a little angry, having the lightsaber turned a certain way. It's the way that I have my Technic Darth Vader. But, yeah, that's what this looks like. And I'm just going to do it right now. For all of you hardcore fans, there you go. He now has a golden hand. Next time that I buy anything off of Bricklink, or I find a set that's cheap that comes with a gold minifigure hand, I'm totally buying it, because this seems right. This feels right. It needs to have the golden hand that Anakin has in the original show. It's just the way it should be. And I actually brought in, the last time that I got any sort of Anakin figure, that's what he looked like. Such a huge difference, gotta say. What I do like about this one, dual-sided, which, I mean, cool. Doesn't need to be, but it's nice to have, personally, because this is Padawan Anakin. He's always going to be like this for me. Always just very upset and grumpy. So, yeah. There we go. Put a lightsaber back in his hands. And I like the printing that's on the legs. It's nice. And then, finally, we have Asajj Ventress. And, dude, I think aside from the tattoos on her head, this would be just about perfect to the original show in terms of details and stuff. Because I mean, like, looking at pictures and stuff, I mean, it's just about perfect. The only thing missing are, like, the pieces of cloth that kind of come down in front of her. And I really wish that they would have had that, because I don't know, that just because printing, I don't know, man. But here's the last version that we had of her from the Dathomir Speeder. Come on, camera. We can do it. I know you can. There we go. And you can kind of see that they were kind of going in the direction of bringing her back to what she looked like in the original show. But still. But yeah, and then like you get to see some of the tattoos that are on her as well. In a nice lavender instead of that dark purple. But yeah, I really like how they've got the eyes with no pupils. Like, aside from the tattoos, I mean, it's pretty much a screen accurate version of her in minifigure form, and I love it. I absolutely love it. So, yeah. And then we get on to the speeder. Or not the speeder, oh my gosh. The Starfighter. Wow, what a fail I am. So, one bit of landing gear out of the entire thing. Like, seriously. That's all we get from it toppling over. So, I don't know, I mean, like, the set, I don't feel like it's perfect. Because it's not, but I am extremely and eternally grateful that we finally have the Azure Angel, because, dude, it's such a cool ship. I mean, like, it totally makes sense for Anakin to have a custom starfighter. Like, he's souped up the thing with hyperdrive. Like, this thing doesn't need a Jedi booster ring to get in hyperdrive, because he's souped up the engines and stuff. This thing can go in hyperdrive. And it's got extra blasters, because why not? Because Anakin, that's what he would do. He would throw on a bunch of blasters. He'd put on, like, spoiler fins and stuff. Like, you know, like, what purpose do these fins actually serve? I don't know, but they look cool. So, yeah, definitely. And I think that while it wasn't in the show, that this is a very nice touch, just because it harkens back to the days of pod racing. So, yeah, it's just a fun little detail, and if you pay attention to things like I do, then you see that. So, you got opening up hatch, and you've got these the micro binoculars going on, which is cool. It's nice that I mean they've really kind of thought some of this stuff out, like nice little clip and everything for it. So, yeah. Sorry, awkward pause, but you know we had reached a good stopping point, I guess. Not really, but still, I needed to stop the camera from stopping on its own. So yeah, and so open it up, sticker, detail inside, whatever. This can come off of there, and this is where you can take the lightsaber. If you take it apart, I mean, you can. I'm not going to, because that takes too long. But just stick that there. Open up the hatch. Or the windscreen, I don't know, whatever. Stick Anakin inside. Close it. And done. Can't see it. But, I mean, it's nice that the designer was at least thinking about where you would put a lightsaber on here. Same with the extra ammo for the bottom, or not for the bottom, but like for the guns on the side, because you get 6 of these super duper launcher guys. 4 of them are actually attached to springs, and then you got 2 extras that are just nicely attached to the set. So it's nice that they were at least thinking of that, unlike that Seleucami set where you got 4 of these things and you could only attach 1 of them. Like, what? So, whoa, somebody is emailing me. Okay. I'm not sure if you guys would have been able to hear that, but, you know. And another function that we got on here. Emergency, or not emergency, but like, kind of like a spring-long function. You guys know what I'm talking about. Droid goes pop out of there. Whoa! That is the one downside I do have to the spring-launch missile things. They are very sensitive, but then again, they should be, because that makes sense. So, and these guys, nice little... Oh, I actually took the entire thing off. But nice little Technic micro ball joint with the Mixel thing going on in there. So you can attach these very easily. I was expecting like a much more insane attachment, and while instructions and stuff are saying like really put these things at an angle, like really get up in there and stuff like that, I feel like that looks very stupid. And really, with the way that it was in the show, it was almost perfectly parallel to the ground. It wasn't exactly, but it was probably like at most something similar to that. So I don't know, that's just how I have put this on there. When you guys get this set, because you totally should, because it's an awesome ship. You can put them at any angle you want, but that's how I did it. So just letting you guys know. And then we've got a ton of these extra pieces, and I'm actually extremely surprised that binoculars count as an extra piece. Like, that doesn't make any sense to me at all, but okay. But then with like all of our 1x1 pieces in here, yet the new 1x1 clip piece, actually I'll take this one, the new 1x1 clips isn't included as an extra piece. And not that it should be, but it's just one of those things that, you know, I've always kind of like, with the addition of the 1x1 plate into extra pieces back in 2012, I think. Maybe it was 2013, I don't know. I think it was 2013, actually. But, I mean, it's just about like any sort of 1x1 anything has slowly become an extra piece. So, yeah, I'm not too much of a fan of these. Now, like, if it were to come to them making pit droids or something like that at some point, and they use a very similar style as to the way that they were made back in 1999, definitely, that's a good design, because of the way it is designed. It would work as being almost like a foot. But I don't know, there's something that seems super sketchy that these would just snap off very easily. Like, with all my other clips, they all end up breaking. I don't know what I do wrong, but for some reason, clips, they always crack. And so just having a piece like this to where it doesn't connect all the way down to the bottom of the plate anymore, it actually curves in underneath and stuff. It's like, that's more area for the piece to flex and crack, and that just scares me. So should I not be worried? I don't know. Maybe it's completely irrational. Maybe they found a way to fix it. I don't know. But it also allows them to use what was once illegal connections, because in one creator set and then also in the Marvel Helicarrier, they're actually putting in 1x1 tiles in sideways on these things, and even I think 1x4 tiles to make little barricades and stuff like that. See, that is just too sketchy for me. Like, just no, don't do it. And I hope that it never shows up in a Star Wars set, but I have a feeling at some point it will, and it will just destroy me inside, because there will be no way to fix it to where I can still keep like the little windscreen hologram thing or something that they have that it would be used for. Not saying that it's going to be used anytime soon, but if it is going to be used, man, I just might just die. So but that has absolutely nothing to do with this set. But yes, the Azure Angel, Anakin's custom Jedi Starfighter. I highly suggest you get it. It's a cool set. It's constructed a lot like Ceci Tin's Starfighter. So if you got that set, you kind of have an idea. I mean, seriously, like, whoa. It's the exact same function. And there are similarities in the build and stuff like that. It doesn't bother me as much when it comes to this, because this is supposed to be a custom Starfighter, so this is something that Anakin would have totally just messed around with all over the place. But at least for me, when it comes to Ceci Tin's Starfighter, it kind of bugs me that it's so different from everybody else's Starfighters. So I don't know. Maybe that's just me being too much of a purist or whatever. I don't know. But anyway, I think it's totally worth it. Maybe $40 might be a little high, but I was getting a deal on the Microfighters. Hopefully we'll be getting those reviews out to you guys very soon. I just don't have 3 of them because they were on back order from this past May the 4th. So I'm waiting for the other 3 of those to come in before we can get you guys those reviews. So hopefully those will come soon and I can talk about those. And so since I was getting like half of those, they were like 10 to 20% off. That's why I didn't worry about spending $40 on this. So, but yeah, this has been MCLegoboy with 75087, Anakin's custom Jedi Starfighter, the Azure Angel. See you guys. Randomest piece in a starship ever.